Undefeated.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Undefeated podcast.
The only podcast with two undefeated fighters, fam.
Chatting it up. Let's go.
Well, you know what time it is. You know what we need to get into because we just witnessed something. We just witnessed greatness. Bud Crawford, Canelo. We were there. We saw it. It was an amazing. Actually, you know, let me not call it an amazing fight. It was a good fight. I've had time. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't amazing. It's a good fight. It was a good fight. It wasn't amazing though. As in compared to fights I've seen, is it fight of the year or nothing? It's not fight of the year.
No, because you're well, this is going to come down to your preference of what you like to watch more so than the great. Saying it's not amazing is crazy. Saying it wasn't the end-to-end phone book style fight that you like is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, it just wasn't. No, it wasn't like. I don't think Canelo done enough on his end to make it like wicked. Basically, it takes two people to tango. Crawford was gonna do what his part was, and then Canelo had to do more, which he didn't really do. So it was just that. It's like when if I think of a fight of the year, I do think of I use Eubank Ben is one of the best fights I've seen just in recent time. And in recent time. But that's what I'm saying. When I talk about amazing, I'm saying it was wicked for what it was.
What you're saying is end-to-end action. It wasn't the phone box that you like.
I just wanted I was hoping for that purely on the basis of you got the smaller man coming up against the guy that this is his division and what it was on the line. Really, and it's like it's not to shit on Canelo, but I'm just saying that what I built it up in my head as to when the dust is settled, I'm like, really good fight, really great skill from Crawford. I just wanted a bit more. I just wanted some more, basically. If I'm comparing, and I'm putting it on I'm putting on a high pedestal of what I saw against those last two fights. As I said, Buatsi and Conor Ben.
I disagree, man. Big time. I think what he went up to achieve is crazy because he shouldn't be able to do any of the things he did. You're in there with a man who was, because if you count that stop off as him basing himself at 154, he stopped off at one weight class, then decided, fuck it, forget all that, I can jump two. Go in there with a man that we know is a devastating banger, because he's a big puncher, he's strong at middleweight. He's a legend already. He's a living legend right now. A Mexican legend, meaning he's not going to come and play games with you, bro. You're going to have to go in there and really go through fire to win. And he went there and boxed his ears off smoothly, hurt him late. Like, I don't know how you can say that's not amazing, bro.
It's amazing that's what I said. I made the point of what Crawford did was amazing, but I don't think it was an amazing fight off the lack of what I didn't get from. I just thought there'd be more going on from a Canelo aspect of when I watched the fight and how many people were there for him. You think how many rounds did Canelo actually win? Even on the judges' scorecard, they gave him what was the score? What was it again? What was the it was like unanimous decision, like clear, like which bro, you just didn't do enough. You weren't good enough, So I'm talking from Crawford met his part of the deal, basically. And as someone that has been a fan of Canelo in the past, I'm a fan of Canelo. Someone that's been a fan of Canelo, I felt he flattered to deceive in terms of what he promised he was going to give to the Mexican fans at the presser when he said, "I'm going to do this, and this," and it was greatness. It was greatness on the behalf of.
I think personally, it's less about what Canelo didn't do, and more so about what Crawford did to negate most of what Canelo was going to try and do.
Yeah,
because Canelo is who he says he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is coming to do these things. It's just a case of whether or not he can. Like, against Bivol, he couldn't. Against Floyd, he couldn't. Against Crawford, he couldn't.
Yeah.
Like, he still is trying, though, which is like, do you see what I'm trying to say? So that's why my thing is that he did try to do and be what he is. I think the appeal in this fight, for me, I always enjoy the technically gifted, slick fighters. Yeah. And I know if at the highest level of being a technically slick, gifted fighter, you can beat guys that on paper you're not supposed to beat. And I think it's beautiful to watch when it's happening because it's like, bro, This guy, if he lands on you properly, closes the show. I don't know. I can say the same about Crawford. As strong as he was in the fight, I didn't feel like a single shot was waiting in the tuck to put Canelo to bed. So they're juggling
Mm,
different risk
yeah.
factors in these fights. You see what I'm saying?
But then I
So
don't think when you talk about what Canelo could have done to him, I don't think Canelo could hurt him in that fight at any point. You know what I mean? That was the part that was because he hit him flush. I think he hit him flush to the body like maybe 5 or 6 times in that fight, right? And there was no curling of the body. There was no reaction to those shots. And I think that's some of the reasons as to why not he gave up, but as to reasons why he showed that high level of frustration. I've never seen him look so even when he's getting beaten down by, excuse me, by Bivol, did he look so frustrated with all the work he was doing in there? Because I think he was like, every turn I make, every shot I take right now, it's not doing anything to you. I'm not having a significant impact on you, and it's taking something away from the fight. You see now, you can see how complimentary he was after the fight, and it does speak to Crawford, because this is not a thing of taking down what Crawford did, because I think what Crawford did is a conversation we can have. But I'm saying from a Canelo aspect of, well, you did lose to Mayweather, you did lose to Bivol, and this one here is the fight that really, well, this one has a big part of legacy. There's a legacy story here, and unfortunately, you failed. Now you're still Canelo that's done all these great things, but at this juncture, you let yourself down in terms of you weren't competitive enough for what was at stake for me. And maybe that's me being a harsh critic, but I'm just saying it from being a Canelo fan, saying bro, like you're supposed to do a bit more and you didn't.
I just think Crawford is proven to be the special fighter that he says he is.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's happened here. I think it's a thing where he's gone in there and it's like, I'm just better than you, bro. I'm smarter than you. I'm more effective with the things I'm doing, and I'm conditioned and I'm built for this moment in a way that you're not. Your journey in your career has led you to this place, and you're not ready to see me. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he's definitely just shown I'm levels above you when it comes to this boxing thing. Like, the weight class is what kept you in the conversation if we keep it 100. Because if they were the same size, nobody would be saying anything about skill comparison. He's a better boxer than Canelo Alvarez.
And
like,
that was,
and that's the part that, you know, we can. I don't think he's not going to be able to make it competitive. The whole thing was he's not going to be able to manage the power. Do you know what I'm saying? Because of what Canelo's become,
which would have made it competitive. Which the power would have made, which would have.
But I don't think that his power wasn't necessarily there. I think Crawford is stronger than we think in terms of what he can take. And two, I don't think Canelo landed much. And you know, it puts your approach to the fight in a different space when you're punching to land versus punching to hurt. Because if I'm punching to hurt you, I know I'm gonna land. I'm just trying to put more behind it to get you out of it. But if I'm just trying to make sure that my glove touches you, after all I'm really doing is trying to touch you, bro. I can't even really get much on it. And where Crawford had him rotating and he managed the southpaw thing, and it's so mad, yeah. Day of the fight, I'm in because I obviously, well, not day of the fight, when I'm flying to Vegas to meet you, man.
Yeah.
I'm in the lounge and I'm playing my PlayStation Portal thing. I was like playing Undisputed. I thought, let me run a couple fights for Crawford and Canelo just to get myself in the mood for what we're about to go into.
Yeah.
And normally I fight with Crawford on the game in orthodox stance. Yeah, left jab and just right-handed fighter. But this time around, I thought, you know what? Let me go southpaw because he's probably going to fight in southpaw. Brother, I've never beaten up Canelo more on that game than when I fought southpaw. And it's so mad because I'm thinking to myself, the left to the body doesn't do the same thing in the southpaw stance. The left to the body, you see when he goes wide like that, if you're standing upright and you're orthodox, that left could easily go upstairs, downstairs. It's so much landing space. Whereas once it's on the right jab, on your right jab, he's right there. Because it's such, he has to clearly choose upstairs or downstairs, and you'll know straight away. Crawford had no issue blocking to the body because it's like, bro, you're right there. For you to go to my face from that stance, it's gonna have to come so high and awkward to throw. There won't be much on it. So it
And
took
then Crawford
away.
looked taller than him as well at times, which was crazy. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It takes away the comfortability of that left hook. So now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking to myself, just from the game, I was thinking to myself, that's why on the stream I said he stays southpaw all night. Because
Mm.
I was ripping those right shots just easily. Now I'm moving away from the game. You look at what Canelo does now. He simplified his game so much because of how much he believes in his power.
Yeah.
Boxing wise, he was never going to be able to speak to Crawford.
You know what's crazy though? Because when power being your main attribute for how to win this fight, and then, brother, that shot is not working, I can understand how soul destroying it can be as the rounds go on. It's like, wait, I'm meant to, and there was moments of trying to big man him, that the big manning didn't work. You know, we had the first one, I think the first pickup when he was off balance and he kind of gets into the ropes and stuff. That was one, and Canelo felt really good about it. But he tries it again, and the way Crawford shifts him in a quick second was like, bro, like, how is this happening? You know, them ones where, as a man, we think the one way we spoke about winning this fight is I'm more stronger than you, but I'm not now. So that was my element, because we can't say he's a better boxer because you haven't shown that skill. Now, one thing I can say Canelo did well is he was a bit more evasive than he's been for a long time, and you could see, but that evasiveness was at a great cost because he couldn't go near the end. He's moved so much, he was tired, as well as getting out skilled and demoralized. There was a lot happening. Yes, the grit of him just saying, I'm going to last, I'm going to finish this fight off was there. But then it was a demoralized man showing things that didn't make sense. But just to shift it.
Do you know what I think as well? Yeah, just to speak on the demoralizing thing. Yeah, there's a part. Obviously, everyone shows the highlights of Canelo kind of looking away and sighing and all that kind of stuff. You know what I think that was as well? Partly, I think there was a frustration of dealing with Crawford because it's like, bro, this guy's just one step ahead of me at everything I'm trying to do. Second part of that is I'm older. I'm an older man now. Yeah, and for me to have a chance with this person, I needed to have been the best part of me. And that thing of negating age, it hits you in the shittiest ways, bro. Like, and it's like I could see there was obviously I don't need to look for a reason because I wanted Crawford to win. So I'm not necessarily trying to find grace, but I could see that frustration wasn't I'm sulking like a teenager. Like I watched one of the episodes of the pre-fight thing and I saw a bit of Canelo's story growing up. This man is boxing all the way through to his DNA.
Yeah.
That's not someone who's going to get frustrated in a simple, it's a difficult opponent. And he's not getting hurt. Like you understand, he's not getting battered.
Yeah.
That's frustration boxing wise, where it's like, I feel like it's him going, it's gone.
It's almost over. This is it.
For me, it's done. I can't even do the things that I do really well. Because it was basically a moment where Crawford kind of comes in low and then shoots the jab up just high at the last minute. And I saw Canelo try to snip and it lands and he just goes, what the fuck, bro? Like, that's not supposed to do that to me, bro.
It's mad. Let's talk to Crawford's greatness then. And you lot, people that are watching this pod right now on YouTube, this is where it ends for you guys. Make sure quickly jump over to the Patreon. There's so much more to talk about. Talk about Crawford. We're going to talk about Conor Ben, Eubank Jr., and we're going to speak about the late great Ricky Hatton.